6:23 a.m. of October 8th, and I am right now sitting in a bus to Genghis Khan International Airport. And getting onto bus is a very interesting story. So apparently there's not much of data on public transport to the UlaanBaatar airport, which is the Genghis Khan International Airport. And then I came across, actually my French biker friend Kellyan, he sent me a link which had this bus timings from UlaanBaatar Square, which is the center of the city, to the international airport. And the buses are actually like, they are not every like half an hour or 20 minutes or 10 minutes. They are actually like every, like there's only one bus which starts from here, go to the airport and then comes back. And the first bus that's supposed to leave the square was at 6:20 a.m. and I got up at 5:30 a.m., packed my stuff, and then it was a 2-kilometer walk to the UlaanBaatar Square. Well, I just started to walk with all my luggage, hoping I will reach on time, and I just reached right at 6:20. I boarded the bus and the bus left. And I was not sure if there'll be a bus actually, because in India a lot of times like a certain time a bus is supposed to come, but well, it doesn't come. And I was kind of hoping the same, that maybe there might not be any bus because there might not be any takers. But there is a bus. I am the only passenger in the bus. It would have left basically without me if I wouldn't have come at 6:20. So yeah, the airport bus to UlaanBaatar does work, and yeah, try to use them. I mean, the timings are kind of odd. If you catch this early morning bus, it's good because there's no traffic. Then this again leaves at around 8:20 or 8:30 a.m. in the morning, but then it reaches airport only by like 10:30 or 11:30 or something of that sort, like quite late because of traffic. So yeah, all the best if you are using the airport bus transfer in UlaanBaatar. I'm here at the Genghis Khan International Airport. That's the bus that I took. The bus number is X19, and yeah, that's what when I approached one of the parked bus in UlaanBaatar Square, the person told me, yeah, that's the bus that I should be boarding. And I thought that the bus has not yet come, but apparently it was the bus like 2 buses next to it. Thankfully I noted, and then I boarded, and as soon as I boarded, the bus left. So yeah, it's 7:20 a.m. right now. My flight is like 11:30. This is the airport entrance. I am a little too early, but well, there was the later bus would have made me reach here much later, so I just decided to like take this one. It's 2 o'clock here. Well, I'm still here in the UlaanBaatar airport. It's 2.5 hours from the time my flight departed, and I was actually denied boarding by Hunnu Air. Well, the reason given was that I have a transit via Almaty, and with the emergency certificate that I hold, I'll probably not be allowed to board my Indigo flight from Almaty, and that's the reason Hunnu Air didn't actually let me board the flight. I tried involving everyone possible. I tried the Indian embassy here in UlaanBaatar. They also spoke, but well, the Hunnu Air people here in Mongolia, they kept waiting for a word from Indigo in Almaty. They reached out to the Hunnu Air staff in Almaty, who eventually reached out to the Indigo staff in Almaty, and well, I think they never got a word back. So yeah, Hunnu Air decided that they can't let me go. At the moment, I am trying to reach someone in Indigo Airlines to see if they can connect me to someone in Indigo Almaty, and eventually those people can put a word to Hunnu Air, and they can let me travel. The next flight is only day after tomorrow, and I kind of fought with the Hunnu Air people also to give me like a free change, because it was not my mistake. Like, I have an emergency certificate and that's a valid travel document, but well, I don't know if that change is even possible. But first I have to get an approval from Indigo, that they will put a word to the Hunnu Air people, because then otherwise changing, like rescheduling this Hunnu Air flight and then eventually the Indigo flight doesn't make sense. It's 5:40 in the evening. I'm still in the airport of Ulaanbaatar. I think I've been here for more than 10 hours now. In the afternoon, nothing was working out, and I needed help from Indigo Almaty to give a heads up to Hunnu Air. I did everything possible, including releasing a reel on Instagram, and nothing really helped. And apparently, the only thing that helped was the Kazakh Indian Embassy, Almaty. One Mr. Nilanjan from the Indian Embassy in Almaty had actually passed me the contact of the Indigo person in Almaty. And unfortunately, the person only worked in the night, because all the flights, Indigo flights, leave Almaty only in night, and he was not available in the morning. And apparently, he's the only point of contact in Almaty. So yeah, we tried. We have been trying frenetically, and we were not getting response. Out of the blue, I called him again in afternoon time here in Mongolia, and he picked up. And then things started to move after that. So then I was in the airport, so I went to the Hunnu Air person. Her name is Undra, and then I told her that now the Indigo person is available. So their team in Hunnu Air team in Almaty called this Indigo person, and he said it should be fine. And then so that's the first thing. They were now sure that they can let me board. The second challenge was to then reschedule all the flights. The Hunnu Air people had told me that it will cost me $60, and they were true to their word. So then I did the rescheduling. It took unusually very long time to reschedule the flight. I think I was in the Hunnu Air office for like an hour, and then I got it rescheduled. The Indigo reschedule is still pending. We were able to reschedule, but then we were not able to pay, because apparently the online payment system of Indigo is not working. So then I messaged the person in the customer care of Indigo, says that you just pay it on the counter, but I'll not be going to the counter. I reached out to this person in Indigo Almaty, and then he says that you have to get the payment sorted before you board the flight, because you're not going to the check-in counter and we can't get a payment terminal to you. So the things are still not sorted. I'm still going through all of this. At least I'm assured that Hunnu Air will let me board the flight, and I will reach Almaty, and from there on, we should be able to figure something out. One more thing I wanted to tell was that the Indian Embassy in Ulaanbaatar, they had told me that they will try to reach out to the people in Hunnu Air, and they asked me to go home. But thankfully I didn't take that advice, and I stayed here, because I think unless I would have reached out to the Indigo person in Kazakhstan, in Almaty, this wouldn't have moved. When you are outside India, you can bank on the embassy, but not that much also. And you have to help yourself. As they say, that God helps those who help themselves, and this is, I think, a big lesson to all the Indians stuck outside. Reach out to embassy, but then take your own judgment calls.